Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hype, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, welcome back to the Baseball Hype 2. And hopefully you like this video. And hit that subscribe button. As you know, the Milwaukee Brewers tonight on Wednesday won their 70th game of the season. The first team to get to 70 wins, believe it or not. I can't believe it. And this is a team that's traded all their good players, all their name players in the last few years, and they've somehow had the best record in the National League, and they kind of running away with it. They were 4 games behind at one point behind the Cubs. Now they're way out front now. A couple weeks later, just incredible turnaround. And I would mention my New York Mets are going to be facing them this weekend. I'm a little nervous about it, because the Mets have not played well in Milwaukee in quite a while. They did beat them in the playoffs last year, but Mets have not played well. I'm very concerned. But here's some Outkick. They go through this hot streak that the Brewers have been in. Brewers Devil Magic, question mark. This from Outkick. Milwaukee is running away with the National League somehow. Milwaukee leads MLB despite dealing Josh Hader, Corbin Burnes, and Devin Williams in recent seasons. Now, Burnes is out for the season with the Diamondbacks. Pitched great with the Orioles, and Devin Williams has been a complete bust with the New York Yankees. He really has been. I mean, really. He's not been the same since Pete Alonso hit the home run off him in the playoffs last year. How did the Milwaukee Brewers do? Well, it's funny you should ask. Seemingly every year, Milwaukee's right in the thick of the playoff race, despite running well below average payrolls, trading key players, or seeing stars leaving free agency. They traded Josh Hader at the 22 deadline to the Padres. After the 2023 season, they traded superstar starter Corbin Burnes to the Baltimore Orioles. After taking him to arbitration over a minimum amount of money. After the 2024 season, they flipped yet another star reliever, Devin Williams, to the New York Yankees. And he's the 2020 National League Rookie of the Year. And he's been a disaster. My God, disaster. They've done it season after season, eroding top-level talent for future value, controllable assets, and relying on a farm system and international scouting and signing department to replace who's left. It's worked. But it's never ever worked like it has in the Brewers' stunning 2025 season. I would mention that Dave Stearns is the guy that put that system in place. Through Tuesday's games, the Brewers had the best record in baseball by 2 full games. They're the best record in the National League by 2.5 games over the Los Angeles Dodgers. They swept the season series with LA, making it effectively a 3.5 game lead. They've opened up a 3-game lead over the Chicago Cubs. It's now a 4-game lead, and they have 70 wins. And out of nowhere, they now have the best run differential in Major League Baseball. It's insane. It's virtually inexplicable. But let's try it anyway. When Milwaukee lacks a true star hitter in 25, the team has made up for it by limiting the amount of holes on the roster. Jackson Trio has been an above-average offensive player. So has William Contreras, and Christian Yelich, and Bryce Terang, and Caleb Durbin, and Isaac Collins, and Rice Hoskins. And even Andrew Vaughn has been above average offensively since being picked up essentially nothing from the Chicago White Sox. The Brewers are also one of baseball's best defensive teams, adding more than 20 runs above average of defensive value, according to Fangraphs. The question is, how did they evaluate that those players would be above average offensively this season? And the answer is they probably didn't. Trio was a former top prospect already producing MLB in his age 20-21 season. Yelich is a former MVP. Contreras and Terang had displayed potential in the past, but Vaughn wasn't good enough to play for the historically bad White Sox. Caleb Durbin was raised organizational depth by most prospect evaluators, nowhere close to the top 100. Isaac Collins was acquired in the Rule 5 draft from the lowly Colorado Rockies for $22,000. He was ranked even lower than Durbin on the Brewers' top 50 preseason prospects. So is it just luck then? Well, not exactly. Even if Durbin and Collins fall back to their scouting reports, eventually the fact that the Brewers front office evaluated that these players could be useful Major League players, even for a short time, is remarkable. Whatever other teams missed, they saw. Had they been fortunate that both players had performed this well? Yes, of course. And it's unrealistic for it to continue, but they now bank that production, identified that there is a level of talent far beyond what outsiders predicted, and increased their value to other teams in a potential trade. It's a classic Brewers move: find value where others ignore it, and maximize it even through luck whatever potential exists. Then there's the pitching. Milwaukee's 3.63 team ERA ranks 4th in baseball, and unsurprisingly has wildly outperformed the advanced metrics. Thanks likely to defensive excellence and some more good luck, the 3.63 ERA is far below the expected 3.96 ERA. Will that continue? Maybe, maybe not. But again, the Brewers have banked their performance and moved ever closer to securing home field advantage throughout the playoffs and World Series. Quinn Priester is the poster child for the Brewers' remarkable renaissance. Red Sox gave up on him, flipping him to Milwaukee for Yofi Rodriguez and the 33rd overall draft pick. He had a 7.71 ERA in 50 innings in 2023, then a 4.71 ERA in 24 over 49 2/3 innings. This season, Priester has a 3.15 ERA in 114 1/3 innings, an 11-2 record. A well below average strikeout rate and some batted ball luck imply he's overperformed. But again, Milwaukee saw something in a player that no other team did and took advantage of it. Superstar rookie Jacob Misiorowski frequently looks unhittable, although he's now injured. And Brandon Woodruff has managed to avoid any ill effects from missing most of the 23 season and all of 2024 of arm surgery. Despite losing 2 miles per hour on his fastball, his ERA due to 5 starts is just 2.22, and he struck out 37 batters in 28 1/3 innings. As always with Milwaukee, he's benefited from an unsustainably low batting average on balls in play, though maybe it is sustainable if you play in the home with baseball devil magic, whatever that means. Put simply, Milwaukee has no business being this good. Andrew Vaughn went from a cast off to 11-18 OPS, hitting basically like peak Aaron Judge over 80 at-bats. Isaac Collins went from a Rule 5 pick to being the only qualified hitter of the Brewers with an OPS over 800. And it's 801. That the second highest batting average of runners in scoring position have taken advantage of bad ball luck and maximized it with top-tier defense. They shrugged off the loss of the bullpen arms and replaced him with Trevor McGill. That's the brother of Tyler McGill, who went from a 4.80 ERA in 2022, 2.72 in 24, and a 2.13 ERA in 2025. Whatever the Brewers touch turns to gold right now. I add that last part in. And has put them in prime position to shock the baseball world the rest of the season. Well, we'll see. This group has played really well in the season. It doesn't seem to matter who the manager is. But they have not done it in the postseason. Okay, they've had a lot of tough things happen to them. That Mets loss was pretty bad last year. And some teams are built for the season. A lot of times the Oakland Athletics were always built for the season and they couldn't do much in the postseason. And some teams are built for the postseason. So that we'll keep an eye on this. But I am concerned about my Mets playing them this weekend because they usually play pretty well against the Mets. And the Mets usually have no luck against them. So, other than the postseason last year, they haven't had a lot of luck, in particular in Milwaukee. But let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to Baseball Hut 2, and I'll see you later.